It has finally arrived. Area Saturday is back in the great state of Texas. Conference 5A area marching contests going down this Saturday. I have all the information painstakingly put together because my mind is quite feeble at this advanced age. So we're going to go over rules, regulations. We're going to go area by area. You're going to have all the information. And if you don't by the end of this, you probably didn't pay attention. With that being said, good morning again, Daniel Valdez. Again, it's a pleasure and honor to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I appreciate all the support, not just for myself, but for the TxBands.com live blog, which is completely blown up this year. Thank you so very much to everybody who's tuned in, who's listened, who's watched, who's done, who's supported us in so many different ways. So thank you so much. So I'll explain the process and I'll explain everything right now. So we did our region contest already, and everybody's done their region contest. We're all done. And that's why it took a little bit long for this episode to come out, because not every region does their contest on the same day. Some of them do them early. Some of them do them as late as possible. So it's up to each region to determine what is best for them. Good on them. Whatever. I'm just here to take care of the results and move forward. So we did the region contest. It was one set of judges, 3 judges. They all have the exact same sheet. It has music and visual in it together. And they all have the exact same sheet. So you get a division rating, you get a Division 1 rating. Overall, you advance to the area contest. Now we get to the nitty-gritty, as they say. We get down to brass tacks, and here's how we do that. Now we're doing area prelims and area finals. And I know we've had a couple of people message me this week saying, "Hey, is this one contest? Is it prelims and finals format?" It is a prelims finals format as long as you have enough bands qualify for the area contest. And it looks like all of the areas have in 5A have had enough qualifiers to warrant a prelims and finals contest. There are a couple of exceptions here. I'm looking at you, Area C and Area I, because of our fantastic military marching bands that do get evaluated at region, and if they receive a Division 1 rating and choose to go on to the state military marching championships, and by the way, that's going down next week. And if you have never seen a military marching band do their thing, I strongly suggest you watch them on Box 5 TV next week, because they are absolutely incredible with the timing and precision, and the way they sound is fantastic too. So I really, really hope you'll tune in for that next week. State Military Marching Championships. It's sponsored by the UIL, and it was an incredible event last year, and it hopes to be a fantastic event this year as well. So the amount of programs that each area is allowed to certify to the state marching contest is based on how many programs qualify for area. So when I say look at Area C and Area I, I'm going to go over that stuff all in just a second. When we look at those two areas, you look at how many participants there are, like programs that are actually going to compete at the area contest. And you're saying, well, that number's really low. How come they get so many qualifiers? How come they still have a finals format? Because they have so few programs competing at the area contest. That's because we do it off of the amount of qualifiers for area. This is the most fair way to do things, because if you've listened to me in the past, remember, we have this, the state is huge. So therefore, there are different philosophies of what marching band should be. So we have situations where military marching programs go to region, get their one, but they decide not to participate in the rest of the UIL process. Up until a couple of years ago, a different organization would put on like a state military marching championships. Now UIL has adopted that. So we want those fantastic military programs, when they get their Division 1 at region, we want those numbers to count. towards the area numbers. I know it's a little confusing, but I know we're going to get a lot of questions about, because everybody looks at how many participants there are at a certain area contest, and they think that automatically correlates to how many actually advance to the state marching contest after everything is all said and done on Saturday. Doesn't always happen. So there's that. Let's go to judging system real quick. Last couple of weeks, we had region contest. 3 judges. They all have the exact same score sheet. Half of it's music, half of it's visual, and all you're doing is just giving a division rating, 1 to 5. 1 the best, 5 not the best. Division 1 rating. You get your Division 1 rating overall. You get to advance to the area contest. Here's the judging system for area contest. We go to 5 judges. 3 of them judge music. All 3 music judges have the exact same music sheet. 2 visual judges. Both visual judges have the exact same judge sheet. All 5 judges are evaluating programs from the press box. They are in the press box area or an elevated area, and they are just judging music. Now, under that, there's brass and there's brass, woodwinds, and percussion and ensemble, and there's all sorts of little sub captions that are there. But the main point I want to get across is that there are 3 music judges with the exact same sheet, and there are 2 visual judges with the exact same sheet. So, even though the sheets have changed a little bit, the base of everything, the amount of judges we're going to have at each contest stays the same. So be ready for some interesting results as they come along during the day. The important thing is, I'm going to get to this a little bit later on when I close out the show, but the important thing is to perform, because you don't control, as a performer, you don't control the judges' sheets. You don't have any say of what goes on there. The only thing you can do is perform your show. And I'll get into that a little bit later. Cool. We're looking, if I've done my math right, we're looking at least 33 5A programs that will qualify for the state marching contest when it is all said and done this Saturday. All 9 areas, Area A through Area I, will have their contests this Saturday. I believe it's October 23rd. If there is any rain involved, hopefully not, but if there is any inclement weather to the point where the contest has to be moved, each area has a separate inclement weather makeup date. We don't need to talk about anything further than that, because we're going to have a great day and everything's going to come off with no hiccups or hitches whatsoever. Okay, so we're gonna knock all that out. So that's kind of the big number we're looking at. At least 33 bands for the Conference 5A will qualify for the state marching contest. There may be a few more depending on what sort of rankings each program gets. And I don't want to get too much into the rule, but if you get a certain amount of judges that have you a certain ranking, you automatically qualify for the state contest. Just to be fair. So I know that happened to Leander a couple of years ago, where it looks like they weren't going to make it, but because several judges had them at a certain ranking or higher, they automatically qualified for the state contest. So that helps kind of, again, we're trying to be as fair as possible with the process, because there can be a good amount of anomalies that pop up. So we're trying to come up with plans to make sure that everything is nice and fair and whatever. Okay, cool. All right, are you ready? By the way, this is going to be live blogged the entire event. The TxBands live blog, where obviously our friends are going to be doing the Indianapolis Super Regional for Bands of America and the St. Louis Super Regional this weekend. Of course, that's all. You can see all that on Box 5 TV. You can tune into the live blog that's there. We're going to have links up and everything. We got a neat little system where we're going to put all the links up on one link so that you can click around and do whatever you need to do. So be sure to check that out. And shout out to the Texas programs that are going to be in St. Louis at the Super Regional, having a fun time and kicking some butt over there. So good luck to all you programs that are going to be over there, and good luck to you. And then we're going to have another link for the 5A area results. We're going to be putting those results up as they come in on Saturday. So if you're not able to make events, because none of these areas are being streamed, they're not being televised or streamed or anything like that. So we're coming up with a great resource. We're going to have a link just dedicated to the 5A area results. So that way you can click on that. It'll be just like in a live blog format. We'll put in what area we're talking about, and then like if there's we'll put in prelims results, we'll put in finals results. We'll make everything make sense there, so that way there's no confusion. We'll put up explanations as they go if anything requires that. But you'll have all the information there, so be sure to tune in for that. Be sure to look for that on the TxBands.com Facebook page, and we'll make sure you're nice and taken care of. Cool. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go through all this stuff. I think I've done the math. I think I've got everything correct. And if not, I mean, this is accurate as of Thursday morning, so hopefully I've got everything. Hopefully, I think I've got everything right. So let's just figure out how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 5A Area Saturday Contest Nerd-In. Here we go. We are looking at a minimum of 33 bands that will qualify for the state marching contest after Saturday. Let's go area by area. We're at Area A marching contest, Ratliff Stadium in Odessa, Texas. 27 participants at Area A marching contest. 10 of them will qualify for area finals, and out of area finals, 5 of them will qualify for the state marching contest. Those area A programs are coming up. We're talking West Texas. We're talking Northwest Texas. Those programs are coming up. They want to compete. They want to get to the state marching contest, because remember last year Area A didn't have any sort of area contest. It was their year. They didn't have it because it was an odd number year, but I don't even think they had a region contest. So all of competitive marching band out in Area A was basically shut down last year because of the pandemic. I know they're excited to come back. So good luck and congratulations to everybody at Area A. We go to Area B marching contest, Prosper ISD Stadium in Prosper, Texas. 22 participants at Area B marching contest. 10 of them will advance to area finals, and only 4 will advance to the state marching contest. Area B, very highly competitive this year. You had a lot of programs that experienced a lot of early success at local contests and the BOA contest, especially the Dallas-Fort Worth Regional. I told you about those 5A programs that we're gonna really kind of turn the DFW regional on its head. They accomplished that, and now it's time to go head to head. It's time to get after it and see who's going to be one of the 4 state qualifiers out of Area B. So good luck and congratulations to everybody. We go to Area C marching contest, Mesquite Memorial Stadium in Mesquite, Texas. Here's the one, and I've got stars written all over this, because this is one of those areas where the participants and the amount of qualifiers don't necessarily match up. 12 participants at Area C, but there were enough military programs that registered a Division I rating at region. They're going to military marching contest, but their Division I ratings still count towards the amount of qualifiers for area. Therefore, they had just enough to warrant 12 participants at area contest. 7 of them will make area finals, and 3 out of area finals, 3 will make the state marching contest. Area C is one of those you're talking kind of East Texas, Northeast Texas, that sort of that area. So you have a lot of military programs that are not going to be competing at this event, but their qualification still counts for the Area C marching contest. So I know that, as I like to say, the state qualifier real estate is going to be very, very tight here. So and I know Area C, I know 47 a fantastic year and everything. So just make sure that you bring your best there, because there's not a lot of participants at this contest. Over half are going to make area finals, but remember, we're only taking 3 to the state marching contest, and anything can happen between prelims and finals. And I mean, anything can happen between prelims and finals. Anybody who's been through this process before knows exactly what I'm talking about. Cool. Let's go to Area D marching contest, the field in Pflugerville, Texas. 19 participants out of Area D. 7 will make area finals, and 3 will advance to the state marching contest. There are a lot of programs at Area D within the last couple of weeks have really come up, and I mean big time. And if you have that schedule in front of you for Area D, you look at that first block and you're going, holy cow, how do I pick 3 out of this after we do prelims and finals? So especially in Area D, you have to bring your best performance both times. That is such an underrated and difficult thing to do, to be able to perform consistently on the same day in different weather. Remember, it might be a little bit cool this weekend, depending on where you are in the state. So, of course, when it's cooler outside, the tuning kind of goes out the window a little bit. So you have those programs, just like a football team, you have to make those halftime adjustments. You go to prelims, you do your thing, you qualify for finals. Guess what? You got to make those adjustments. You got to really be listening to each other. You got to really be focused because everybody's on their game. This is especially important in Area D when there's a lot of great programs that are there. A lot of them have had successful seasons, not just early season, but mid-season as well. And a lot of them have cleaned up their programs. And now we got to go down to performance. You got to knock your performance out because an off performance, a lackluster performance, an uninspired performance is not going to get it done this year. There are too many good programs. Everybody is on point. So get after it. We're looking at Area D marching contest, 3 state qualifiers out of Area D. Let's go to Area E marching contest, Legacy Stadium in Katy, Texas. 18 participants at Area E. 7 of them are going to make finals, 3 state qualifiers there. You got a lot of new schools there out of Area E. So, and then a lot of programs that are there that have just come up recently. So, again, another, I'm harping on performance here because that's really what I believe in. Get after your performance, get after it, knock it out, see if you can qualify for finals, and then at that point, you let it all loose there. So good luck to all those programs in Area C out in the Houston area. Area F marching contest, Birdville Fine Arts Athletic Complex in Birdville, Texas. 22 participants at Area F. 10 of them will make area finals. We're taking 4 to the state marching contest out of Area F. Fantastic programs out there. And it's been interesting out in Area F because we've had some, you'd have some programs that would do early season stuff and they'd get like a high result. And then you would go down, you would go a couple of weeks later to another local contest. And then maybe the results are kind of flipped where, maybe you didn't beat this one program a couple of weeks ago, but now you are. So now it's kind of like, what are we dealing with in Area F? That's always a highly competitive area. Again, performance. Real estate there for finals and real estate for the state marching contest, highly competitive, and it's going to be very, very exclusive there. So get after it, Area F. Area G marching contest, Bobby Lackey Stadium in Weslaco, Texas, with 28 participants at Area G. 10 of them are going to make area finals, and 5 of them are going to qualify for the state marching contest. Area G, we're talking the Rio Grande Valley, smaller programs out there in the Rio Grande Valley. And a lot of those programs, in fact, most of those programs out of 5A didn't have any sort of competitive marching season last year. So you better believe that these programs are ready to go. They're ready to get after it. So congratulations to all those Area G programs that qualified so far, and I can't wait to see some of you at the state marching contest. Again, it's just exclusive real estate. Those programs are very underrated, and they love seeing each other. They all know each other pretty well, so they love competing against each other. So Area G, 5 state qualifiers at the end of the day. Area H marching contest, John Gupton Stadium at Cedar Park, Texas. 19 participants at Area H. 7 of them are going to make finals at area, and 3 of them will qualify for the state marching contest. And if you look at that Area H list, you look at who's in that area. There are about 3 programs out of Area H who have a legitimate shot at taking home a medal at 5A state contest. And depending on how things go after this, within the next couple of weeks, don't be surprised if the state champion comes out of Area H. There's some incredible programs that have been consistently knocking it out, performance after performance after performance. There's just something about the water in Austin that is making these programs just knock out performance after performance. Good luck to everybody at Area H. That is going to be such a tough area to make finals in and to qualify for state marching contest. So good luck to everybody. We go to Area I marching contest, Channelview ISD Stadium in Channelview, Texas. This is another area where there were enough qualifiers to warrant the amount of people in finals and state qualifiers. So at Area I, there are 13 participants out of Area I, but because of the military programs that went to region and got a 1, their qualifications still count. Therefore, 13 participants at Area I marching contest. 7 of them will make finals. 3 of them will make state marching contests. We're out in the East Texas area, Houston area, Piney Woods. I hope I got that right. I just like saying Piney Woods. It's fun. Great programs out there. Smaller programs, but they know how to. The very classic sounds you're going to get from there. So good luck to everybody there at Area I. And just really go out there, knock it out. And like I said, exclusive real estate. Look at that. I mean, 13 participants and 7 finalists. That means half of the programs are going to make finals. And then after that, a little less than half are going to qualify for state marching contest. Wow. Okay. That's all our areas. That's 9 areas. Like I said, a total of at least 33 programs for the state marching contest. This is always such an exciting weekend. There's so much energy around there, and everybody's just so focused on what they want to do because this is the goal. The goal is to have your name announced to get to the state marching contest. I don't think you realize, and I know the people that have listened to this thing for years and years and years get it. But for you freshman parents, for your sophomore parents, you haven't dealt with a competitive season like this. You haven't dealt with a UIL competitive season like this. And you may have done that last year during the pandemic and stuff. This is a little bit different because everybody's here. The crowds are bigger. The bands are bigger. The contest is larger. It feels like there's more at stake here. I want you to understand something of how big this is. Usually the band, when they go to contests and stuff, and they do well and whatnot, they may announce it like on the morning announcements or something. They may put it up on like a website like this. I'm talking about the school. They may put it in the morning announcements. They may put it on the website. They may post about it on social media, and it gets a little bit of traction. With it's a local contest or even a BOA contest, and it's like okay, cool. Like the average teacher at the school doesn't really understand what the local contest is all about or what Bands America is about. But the cool thing about UIL is that it encompasses every single extracurricular activity the state has to offer in high school, which means everybody at your school understands what it means to get to the state level of anything. These programs that are able to get through the grind, that have been hustling and trying to make things work for 2 years, they're able to get to the state marching contest. They're treated like heroes. They really are. And then you go further down into like the smaller programs. When they make the smaller programs, when they like the 1A and 2A programs, when they make state marching contest, the town throws them a parade. And they get like a police escort out of the town to the Alamo Dome. It's incredible to see. We've seen videos and photos of it. It's completely insane, and I love every second of it. It's so awesome. This is such a big deal because everybody understands what UIL is. Everybody understands, doesn't matter what the activity is, how competitive it is, and what an honor it is to go through the grind and to really put in the work and then have it be rewarded with the state marching contest. At least 33 programs from the 5A conference are going to get to experience that. I want to make one point very, very, very clear. The fact that we're even having an area contest this year is by some sort of, it's almost a miracle. The fact that you're able to possibly get to the state marching contest, it's almost a miracle. It's pretty incredible that we're here now. And I don't want you all to forget that. I don't care if you're a performer or a parent or a booster or a director or a staff member. I know it's been difficult. I know it's been hard. I know there have been restrictions and there's been all sorts of other stuff that we've had to deal with for the past 2 years. But now's the time to come together and perform Perform this great art. And that's what's going to get you to state marching contest. Performance. You gotta show up. Even in prelims, even in the preliminary contest, you think you got it wrapped up. You think it's just going to be a formality. You're wrong. You've got to be on point. Like I said, 2 performances on Saturday. If you're lucky, you got 2 performances on Saturday to state your case, saying, hey, we deserve to be in the Alamo Dome. We deserve to be at San Antonio in the Alamo Dome. We deserve to be performing in a 65,000 seat stadium where everything incredible about Texas Marching Band comes down to meat. So remember that. Performance, performance, performance. And if you don't get the result that you want, I sincerely hope that the journey during the season has been worth it. I hope you've learned a lot about the people around you. I hope you've learned a lot about your instrument. And most importantly, I hope you've learned about yourself. I hope you've become a better person because you've been a part of this activity. And don't let one result ruin all that hard. Don't think that you're not validated just because you don't get the result that you get. It's not true. I want you to enjoy the process and the results, whatever. They happen. We get it. But I want you to look back on it and have fond memories of it and not, well, we didn't get this one thing and it was terrible and whatever. No. You need to remember the fun times and stuff like that. And I tell people like this all the time. The most fond memories I have of this activity were during performances where we were not close to winning anything. Those are the 2000 playing at A-Leaf ISD Stadium and the chaos that happened there. That happened. 2002 state when we were at state marching contest and playing in the rain and I fell down, even though I was a drum major, I fell on the field. Those are the memories I'm talking about. Those are the things that I'm talking about, where, those memories, those memories aren't going to show up on a score sheet. Those memories are not going to show up on a trophy, and they're not going to be chiseled into a wooden metal or a wooden trophy or medal or anything like that. Those are the things that you take with you. Those things are very personal. They're very intimate. So those are the things you hold on to. And those are things I still remember to this day. I love telling stories about that stuff. And you will too. So bring your best performance tomorrow. Bring your best performance Saturday. Bring your best performance every day. I mean, why not? Let's do it. I wish everybody good luck this weekend at the area contest for 5A. I wish everyone good health. I wish everyone the best performances possible. I want to see tight results. I want to see incredible performances. I want to hear about incredible stories. You got to go all out for this, because we don't know. Your season may continue after this Saturday, or your competitive season may end after this Saturday. We don't know. So you might as well take a chance on something you love. You might as well go for it. Good luck, good health, and congratulations to everybody who's made it this far. I can't wait to talk to you all about this next week, when we'll go over the results for 5A contest. So next week we'll do results for 5A contest, and then the next day we'll put together the 6A area contest. Remember, all the conferences are going. They're having their state contest on the same year, so there's going to be a lot of shows going on. We're going to do. We'll go over the 5A results. We'll preview. We'll nerd in over the 6A area contest stuff. We'll nerd in over the Because Waco contest. Why? Because Waco. I love saying that. We'll go over that. It's going to be a very, very busy week. I start my vacation next Saturday, so I am going to be with you the entire time. The Waco contest and the state contests and the super regional and the grand national championships. Not only am I going to be there, all my TxBands.com buddies, we're all getting together. We're putting on our nerd war paint, and we're going to make this happen. We're blogging every single second. This has been an incredible opportunity and an awesome season, and we cannot wait to be with you the rest of the season. If you're 5A programs, if you're ready, put your dancing shoes on. I'm done here. Thank you all so much for listening. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.